Thank you all so very much. It is such a pleasure to be here among you all on this lovely campus. I first want to congratulate the Swarthmore College class of 2023. You all have truly earned your place here today. Being in college during a pandemic cannot have been easy, and you all saw it through, and you've done so in fine form. That's due to you, and in part to President Valerie Smith, the College Board, faculty and staff, and to your family and friends, many of whom are here today celebrating with you. My thanks to all of you for continuing Swarthmore's proud traditions and commitments through challenging and somewhat unprecedented times. Kudos to you all. I am grateful to the college for inviting me here today. I'm honored and humbled, and even now, still a bit stunned. Thank you so much to the nominating committee and to the larger college community for your kind and generous recognition of my ongoing work. Perhaps some of you graduates are like me, with a Swarthmore experience that was, at times, a little bit bumpy. Perhaps college was new, not just to you, but maybe to your family, living many things unexplained or unexpected. Perhaps you traveled from a physically or culturally distant place and had to adjust not only to the college, but also to culture. Perhaps you longed at times for home, or for family, or for familiarity, or for the future after college. For some of you, coming to Swarthmore was a bold decision, graduating a result of many bold decisions. You all adapted and created a community here, elements of which can sustain you for years to come. I hope you'll cherish those memories, the experiences, the lessons, the friendships that you will take from this place. At least for me, doing so makes the bumps look a little smoother in the rearview mirror, especially with the context of time. So I cherish my decision to attend Swarthmore. For some, maybe many of you, your presence here today, your success, comes from your ability to hold fast to the things that matter most to you, while still going boldly into new experiences and opportunities. As you may have found, there can be a certain magic that happens when one embraces the tension between being rooted in that which sustains you, while also embracing new or uncommon opportunities. That ability to balance two sometimes competing objectives will continue to serve you well. So I offer you two examples of others who have successfully sought that balance. I was a biology major, and though I've changed career paths since, science remains close to my heart. In her research, biochemist Rhonda Montgomery explores how photosynthetic organisms, plants and bacteria, adapt to changes in light in their environment. In her writing, she roots her love of botany to her experience, quote, growing up in a house full of plants that were tended under the careful, observant eye of a mother with an incredible green thumb. Dr. Montgomery seems to hold fast to the, quote, delightful days spent with plants in their environments and uses these experiences as a foundation from which to grow her career as an academic scientist. She also boldly connects her biochemical research with her work in mentorship, creating a movement called Lessons from Plants, in which plant biochemistry, informs insights on how we all can thrive as people, both individually and collectively. Both of her bodies of work, biochemistry and mentorship, are inherently valuable, and they are made even more compelling by the way Dr. Montgomery joins them. Interesting ideas lie at improbable intersections. Given my current role and focus in rural development, I have become intrigued and inspired by the history of the Southern Tenant Farmers Union. Founded in 1934 during the Great Depression in tiny Toronza, Arkansas, the Southern Tenant Farmers Union aimed to help sharecroppers and tenant farmers get better financial and living arrangements from landowners. Importantly, they had multiracial leadership at a time when that was particularly uncommon. Similarly, women worked at all levels of the organization, and many used their union organizing experience to inform later work in civil rights. These were bold decisions, especially at the time, decisions that were based not on what was commonplace, but were rooted in what is right. Their work was also grounded in the rural agricultural Southern U.S. experience that the members all shared. Holding fast to those connections provided a foundation to support such bold, inclusive leadership decisions. I'm inspired by examples like these. My Swarthmore experience, in addition to preparing me for work as a Drosophila or fruit fly geneticist, helped me to recognize, value, and hold fast to my identity as a Southerner, particularly a Southern Black woman. This has been at the core of much of my work since, work that values place while promoting equity. It is that centering of place, in my case, rural Arkansas, that helps me hold fast to the promise of my family's land, property purchased by my formerly enslaved great-great-grandfather, Griffin Henry Belk. The ownership structure for that land, called heirs property, is more common than is often realized in rural and urban communities of all types. Its complexity creates significant challenges for families who want to use their land as an asset for current or future generations. So while I'm not an attorney or a legislator, I started a statewide grassroots organization that successfully advocated for change to probate law in my home state to help families like mine make the most of their shared property. Arkansas was the 5th state in the U.S. to pass the Uniform Partition of Heirs Property Act, which is now law in 21 states, Washington, D.C., and the U.S. Virgin Islands. For me, it felt bold to work in this space, public policy and advocacy, for which I had not been formally trained, but it helped to be grounded in the family, place, and possibilities that mattered most. Your presence here today, as graduates, as parents, family, friends, as faculty, administration, staff, is a testament to the magic that results from being willing to choose new paths while staying grounded in the things that matter most to you. Cultivate that magic, see where it will take you. My favorite author, the late Octavia Butler, has a line from an unfinished novel to have been titled Parable of the Trickster. In it, she wrote, "There is nothing new under the sun, but there are new suns. New suns shine on the improbable intersection of popular paths. New suns shine on possibility. New suns shine on you. So hold fast to that which sustains you and go boldly towards your new sun. I look forward to seeing where this life will take you. Thank you again so very much, and congratulations to you all."